Hi, this is Alex from phpacademy.org with a video tutorial for the new Boston. In this tutorial we're going to look at creating a very small sample application based on what we've learned about jQuery selectors. And we're going to be creating a form which allows the background color of each field to change when it's in focus, and then when we are out of focus the background color will change back to white. So we're creating this and I'm essentially showing you how easy it is to create something like this with jQuery selectors and referencing text types. So we'll first of all go ahead and build our form, and then I'll go through a bit more about how this works and what we're doing. So I'm going to create a form action, and I guess the method doesn't really matter. And then I'll end the form just here. Okay, so inside I'm going to create a few fields. So I'm first of all going to say name, and we can break down. And let's just again surround that in paragraph tags. So just building up a form that you might usually use on your site. Now this type is text, and that's the selector that we're going to be using in jQuery. So let's go ahead and create some more fields. We'll create about 3 fields. We'll say name, email, and input type equals text. And we'll go down and we'll create, we'll just leave it at that. So almost like a newsletter submission form, I guess. So we create our last element, which is a button, and we can go ahead and give this an ID of newsletter button. Okay, so now that we've done this, we can go ahead and preview this in our browser. Let's give that button a value before we go any further. So we'll give this a value as sign up. Okay, so now we're in our form. There's 2 things we want to happen. We want our text fields to change as we either tab down, tab back up to them, or simply click on them or click on another field. And when we click sign up, we want this button status, or the value of this button, to change. And then what we want to happen is so the button is disabled. So let's go ahead and look at the form fields first. Now we need to create an event, we need to create 2 event handlers, and the first one is focus in, and then the last one is blur. So we're going to use the blur to change the background color back to white, and the focus in is going to change the background color to, say, yellow, for example. And we're going to be doing this using the CSS manipulator. So inside selectors.js, which we have included down here, we want to go ahead and start to create our focus in. Now we're going to choose the type of text. So for every text field on this page, which includes this one and this one as well, we want to go ahead and change the background color once we've focused in. So we use the focus in event handler, and then inside here we create a function. We pull that just down a bit, and then we can start writing the code for when we focus in. So we want to select this.css. Remember, this will refer back to the current field itself. If we were to, for example, do text, then despite the fact that we may be clicking on this field, both of them would then apply the CSS action that we've specified here. So we only want it to happen to the current field that we have clicked on, or the current field that we've tabbed down to. So the current field that we've focused into, essentially. So we supply the CSS function with 2 parameters. The first one is the part of the element that we want to change, so background color.